Hello, hello. Good morning, friends. So, today is Friday, May 1st, and I have a few things to say before we're going to get to today's lesson. Today, we're going to have a class in Judaica. So, that means that, well, everybody have to participate. Our class today will be a little bit different than what it usually is. But before that, let's start with the announcement about drop off. As you know, today is drop off day, right? So if you're not, if you didn't complete this assignment today, you don't have to submit it. It's okay. You can bring it with you to you. As a matter of fact, I don't want you to submit this work. Okay? Don't turn this work in because you will need it for our next Zoom meeting. Okay? So don't turn this work that you're going to do today, today's assignment, don't turn it in. I also mentioned that today is May 1st. You guys know what happened in May 1st? What is that day? Well, across the world, May 1st is called Workers' Day. It's a day where all the workers around the world went out and protest against to get better quality, better conditions for their work, and it's an historical day in many many ways. I wish I could elaborate about a little about it some more, but unfortunately, I don't want it to take majority of the time for us for this video today for this lesson. So, without further ado, let us start with our today's assignment. My friends, in order to work today, you will need three things. Okay, first, you will need a piece of paper like this. Okay, notebook paper. You will need a pencil, and you will need an eraser of some sort. Okay, so before you continue, pause the video, make sure you have those three things. Go get it. If you don't have a notebook paper, you can use a regular notebook. That's fine. The one that I've given you, it's also okay. But it must be a clean paper. Okay, so make sure you have some place to write it down. I explain what that you have to write down in a second. Wonderful. So I assume you all have a notebook paper, some kind of a paper, a pencil, and an eraser. Today, my friends, I am going to ask you some questions. Not a lot, not too many questions, but all I'm going to do is present questions to you. Some of those questions are going to be easy for you. It's easy. I don't need to work on it. I know the answer. Fine. That's okay with me. Some of the answer, hey, wait, what? Um, hmm. Some of the answers you'll have to think about. Some of the answers some of the questions you might want to talk to your whoever, one of the adults in the house, and that's okay too. Okay, as long as you think, as long as it's your answers and you're thinking about them. Okay, as long as you're doing that thinking process, I'm fine with it. I would also like to ask you, those of you who are always in a hurry to finish so fast, this is not a race. You don't need to hurry up and finish up as fast as possible. Don't do that. Okay. And the last thing that I want to say, there is no right or wrong. Okay, try to write as many things as you think about the questions that I'm about to ask you, and you'll see soon enough what is the topic of today's class. It's okay to write I don't know. Okay, but please don't make it a habit. Don't use the magic word I don't know as a solution to all the questions. So you can write it, let's say, once or maybe twice. For only two of the questions, you can write I don't know. And I'm okay with it. As long as you promise me, as long as you promise to yourself that you've given it some thought. Okay? So let us begin. Question number one. Get the pencil ready, pencils ready, paper ready. Good. Let us begin. What I want you to do if you're holding the page, right? I want you to write whatever way you're holding it. I don't know how you started, but on the top right corner, I want you to write today's date. Okay. I want you to write your names. I want you to write right below it that it's Judaic class. Okay. I'm sorry. This is Judaic class. And leave the first line, the first place you're going to write, leave it empty because I want you to fill in the subject. So all you have to do is write subject, two dots next to the subject, okay? And leave it empty because you guys will write down what this class is all about. Question number one. All the answers are in English. Please make sure to write in a clear handwriting, okay? Clear and understandable handwriting because I'm going to have to read it, okay? Wonderful. Let us begin. Question number 1. uh, Thank you, John. Thank you. So sorry, sorry about that. Question number 1, friends. Um, how would you define the word friend? What is the definition of the word friend? I want you to write your own definition, okay? Go ahead, write it down. So after every question that I ask, pause the video, write down the question, okay? How would you define the word friend? What is the definition? What is a friend? Again, you're not in a race. You don't have to write down just 3 words and that's it, be done with it. Give it some time. Think about your answers, okay? You need to think. It's more important the thinking process and have a good answer than just to finish it quickly. Okay, good. Question Stein. Question number 2. Um, every person in the world needs a friend. Now, as you know me by now, friends, it is not a yes or no question. I'm more interested in the why. So add why. You don't need to write the questions, by the way. Just write the answers. So my first question is, how would you define the word friend? The second question is, does any person on the planet, every human being, needs a friend or not? I don't know. Depends on you. What do you think? That's what I want to say. I want to see what you think. But the more important question here is why? Why do you think that everybody needs a friend? Why do you think that some people don't need friends? Why? Okay? Write it down. I'm interested in your answers. Question number 3. How do you acquire friends? Let me explain what I mean by this question. Let's say I got into a new school, okay? I'm a fourth grader, okay, which is what you guys going to be next year. So I'm going to the fourth grade, and I don't know anyone in class. In fact, I don't know anyone in school. How do I? What do I need to do? How do I want to have new? I want to have some friends in my school, in my class, maybe. What is it that I need to do as the new guy? Write it down, please. If you got more than one answer of stuff you can do, please write it down. But don't write more than 3 things you can do. Okay, up to 3 things. Okay, wonderful. Question number 4. I want you to write down, again, there is no right or wrong because this is your opinion that we're talking about. What is the single most important thing in friendship? Or you know what, if you can't think of one thing, write to me the 2 things that are the most important 2 things when it comes to friendship with someone. Okay? What is important to you in with your friends? And I'm talking about the most important thing. Okay? Write it down. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you a sentence. Now, so far, those 5 questions have been, or 4 questions have been, what does that have anything to do with Judaica? I'm glad that you asked, guys. Because right now, I'm about to tell you a sentence in Hebrew. I'm going to translate it to English in a second, don't worry. And that sentence is taken, it's a well-known sentence in Judaica, okay, in the Jewish world. And I want you to tell me what you think about this sentence. This is how the sentence goes in Hebrew. Then I'm going to translate it in English, the exact words, okay? The sentence is Kne lecha chaver. Now, of course, you know that the word chaver means a friend. This is kind of give you a hint. By the way, do you know what the subject of this class? Don't write it down just yet. So, question number 5. The sentence is Kne lecha chaver. Let's go from the back to the beginning, from the end to the beginning. Chaver means a friend. Lecha means you. What is kne? Kne. Kne, it's an order word, okay? It's not a request. It's someone that tells you what to do or give you direction of what you need to do. Kne means buy, okay? To purchase. Kne lecha chaver. Buy yourself a friend. This is the sentence. Buy yourself a friend. It's a very famous sentence. But it is kind of weird. Buy yourself a friend. It's a sentence in the Jewish world, and I want you to think about it for a second, okay? It has deep meaning to it. So, what I want you to write down is very simple. I want you to write down, what is the meaning of this sentence? Buy yourself a friend. Hmm. Why do we have this sentence in the Jewish world? It's kind of a little bit strange. Moving on to question number 6. Again, you can pause the video at any second. Think about my questions. Some of them are hard. I know that. And it's okay if you don't know the answer. I'm completely fine with it. As long as you promise me that you give it some thought. Okay? Let's move on to question number 6. Here comes another difficult question. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe this question would be easy for some of you. Question number 6 is, what is the purpose of friendship? What is the goal on friendship? Let's say I have my good buddy here with me. Yeah, he's a good friend. I like him. We hang around together all the time. How are you? Yeah. And why are we friends together? Why people? What is the purpose of friendship? I don't know. You are what I'm interested is in your answers. So write down something to the best of your ability. What do you think? What is the purpose of what do we have friends? Okay. Next question. Question Sheva. Question number 7. Now this is a question that's totally about yourself. So anything you write is good. My question is this: who do you guys prefer to have as a friend? Someone with a similar personality to yours, okay? Someone who maybe acts the way you do, love the same thing you do, or someone who's completely different from you, very, very different from you. So, as example, do you prefer to have someone as a friend, someone who likes the same food, the same snacks that you like, likes to play the same games, like the very similar things that you like, or maybe you prefer to have someone in your life, someone that you call a friend, someone that is very similar, very opposite than you, maybe. Okay, very different than you, not necessarily opposite. Okay, what do you prefer to have as a friend? Similar, someone who acts or loves the same thing that you like, or someone who's different than you? Write it down, please. Question number 8. Shmone. Now, I'm about to give you another sentence from the Jewish world. Okay, this is a famous one. I think we even talked about this sentence in one of our classes. For this, okay, I'll give you the instructions in a second. The sentence is, "Ma shesanu alecha, al taaseh lechaverecha." What do I mean? Again, you hear the word friend at the end, chaverecha, your friend. Let me translate it for you, okay? Don't do to your friends what is hated by you. Or let's keep it on the singular version. Don't do to your friend what is hated by you. Don't do to your friend. This is a little bit easier sentence, I think, but still worth talking about. I want you to write down 2 things now. For question 8, I want you to write first. Please write down, what do you think the meaning of the sentence is? Okay? I want you to use your own words. Now, when I'm asking you what is the meaning of the sentence, don't give me an example. I want you to use your own words to describe to explain what is the meaning of the sentence. Don't do to your friend what is hated by you. Don't use an example at this point, okay? Just tell me what it means. The second part of this question is, give me an example. So the first part, explain to me what does it mean using your own words. The second part is to give an example, okay? Are we good on this? Amazing. Question number 9, okay? Now, this is a hard question and you don't have to do it. Let's treat this question as a bonus question. But I do want you to think about it. I do want you to think about this question. If you know the answer, write it down, okay? Question number 9. Why do we use this sentence in the Jewish world, the sentence I just described, with 2 words that are negative? So I'm going to explain what I mean by that. The sentence was don't do to your friend what is hated by you. Wouldn't it be better to say do to your friend what is loved by you? Wouldn't that be easier? Do to your friend what is easier, what is loved by you. And that's why you do good things. But on this sentence, people said, the rabbis, the sages who said that, the smart people who lived long ago, they said, don't do to your friends what is hated by you. My question is, wouldn't it be easier to say it, do to your friends what is loved by you? Please think about it, my friends. Is it the same thing? My question is, the two sentences that I just presented to you, are those the same sentences? If they are, write to me. Why do you think they are the same sentence? If you don't think they mean the same thing, please write down why they're not the same thing. Okay? That was question number 9. Again, if I speak too fast, that's completely fine. Just rewind 30 seconds or 1 minute back and hear the question one more time. And that's true for all of my questions. Okay? Moving on. Next question, guys. Question number 10. Okay? Now I'm saying it one more time. If you don't know the answer to question number 9, it's okay to write I don't know, but please write down the number 9. I don't know. Okay? Question number 10. How do you stop being someone's friend? It's kind of a weird question, so let me explain. Okay? Let's just say that I don't want to be friends with someone anymore. Okay? I don't like the person they become, or I don't know what's the reason for that. Okay? My question, let's say I was friends with someone for a year now. Okay, I'm in the third grade. I met someone in the second grade. We become friends. It was good. But then now after a year, yeah, I realized I don't want to be friends with them anymore. Okay, how do I tell someone else that I don't want to be their friend? Um, I'm sorry. How am I stopping? The question is, how do I stop being someone's friend? Or better yet, should I tell to someone that I should be that I don't want to be their friend? Maybe I don't need to say something like that. I don't know. Please write down to me what you're thinking. The question is, how do you stop for being someone's friend? And if you don't think that you should stop any friendship, stop being friends, then please write down to me why. Why do you think I shouldn't be? Why do you think I shouldn't stop being their friends? Okay. Question 11. 1 1. Question 11. What do you think can destroy friendship? What can destroy friendship? Okay, I don't know. If you got more than one thing you can think about it, write it down. Don't write more than 3 things. Okay, what could destroy a friendship? The last sentence that I'm going to give you, my friend, that was question 11, what I just asked. Now we're moving on to question 12. 12. The last sentence from the Jewish world is this. Ve'ahavta lereacha kamocha. What does that mean? What is it? Ve'ahavta lereacha kamocha. Well, ve'ahavta lereacha kamocha means being, I'm sorry. Love your friend as yourself. Okay? It's not the same as the previous sentence, so listen carefully to what I'm saying. Love your friend as yourself. That is to say, as you love yourself. Okay? Now, as usual, that's done. Right now we're in question number 12. My question to you, what is the meaning of this sentence? Use your own words. What do you think? What does that mean? And because I'm asking you for your ideas now, your own thinking, there's no right or wrong. No, this is not true. Okay? I'm asking for your opinion. And everybody has an opinion. Everybody is entitled for an opinion, and that's okay. So, what is the meaning of this sentence? Love your friend as yourself. And after you've written down what is the meaning of the sentence, please write an example. I want you to write down an example. How can someone love my friend the way that I love myself? Okay? The way that they love themselves. Now we're almost at the end, my friend. Now we're moved to question 13. We got 2 more questions. Question 13 is this. I want you to go to Google. Please listen to the end of my instruction. Go to Google. You can keep on YouTube on the background so you can hear me. Okay? But at some point you're gonna have to pause me. So listen to the instructions. I want you to go to Google and I want you to type down with your phone, tablet, iPhone, laptop, computer, anything you're working on. I want you to type down in Google the words being a good friend. Being, Being, a good friend. I trust you know how to write good friend. And I want you to read the list. You have 8 list of 8 things there Read it out. After you read this, I have now two questions under the section 13. So 13.1, this is the question. Now would be a good time to come back to YouTube to pause me so you guys can answer. The question number one is for 13a is 13.1. Is there something that shouldn't be on that list? Is there one of those 8 things? Is there something there that shouldn't be on that list? If it isn't, please write it down to me. What do you think shouldn't be on that list? How to be a good friend. And then 13.2, that's the second question relating to this topic, being a good friend, is what would you add to that list? Is there something missing? If you think this list is complete and you don't need to add anything, just write no, we don't need to add anything. But if you would think, if you can come up with something else, please write it down. I would greatly appreciate it if you can write it down. It's been a long class with a long writing, hasn't it? So right now, guys, my last question for today. Last question, question 14. Question 14. I want you to play, rewind this video. It's been 21 minutes so far. Rewind this video all the way to the beginning. I want you to check your answers. Listen to the question as you go. You can pause me really quick for every question now and the second time, and then read your answers real quick, really quick. If something changed in your answers while we had this class, I know it was just you writing, but maybe there's something else come to mind, something you want to add to your questions. Do yourself a favor, add to it. Okay, leave the first question as it is. Make additions to question, add something to your question below the list. So you need to write, let's say you have something to add to question number 6 or question number 7. At the bottom of the list, write the number 7 as if you want to add something to the question. If you want to change something, just erase it and write it again, okay, in the original answer. That is it. So you need to listen to this first time to write down the answer. And then I want to ask to listen to it for the second time to check yourself, check your answers. Maybe something has changed, okay? That is it, my friends. 22 minutes are behind us. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful meeting and a wonderful weekend. I wanted us to have Kabbalat Shabbat today. We were supposed to do it with K to 8, all the classes together, all the K to 8 today, but unfortunately that didn't work out. We will do it next week. We'll do Kabbalat Shabbat. And in the meanwhile, my friends, I want to say Shabbat Shalom. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy your time and stay safe and healthy. If you have any questions about today, please call me. I trust you have my number by now. I will see you in our Zoom meeting. We will talk about all these questions in our Zoom meeting. So keep it safe. Okay, keep it with you. On the not today's drop off, on the next time we'll have drop off, I would like you to bring this all these answers to me. Okay, so we will talk about this question. Keep it safe. You will need it for our next Zoom meeting. Okay, bye guys. I miss you very much, and I really hope to see you in Zoom. Everybody, I really hope to see everybody next week when we have Zoom meeting. Bye guys.